I don't have that much left to do on door number 1, so I think that's going to be my choice. So I got door number 2 thrown back outside. I don't need it in here my way. I got enough stuff in my way. Okay, we're getting ready to go to work on door number 1. So what I've done here, got it turned over, started cleaning it up. So right there and right there are some spot welds. Those are probably holding in yes, they're holding part of this bracket that the door mounts to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and I had already bought me a special little tool when I thought I was going to have to do this project, and I got two to do. I got to do this fender right in here too. Put a replacement piece in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this across right in here, and probably just inside this edge where this curl is here, and then again back here I can reach up in there. Yeah, make sure I don't have anything else. Anyhow, I'm gonna cut a section of this out, avoiding this. I'm gonna keep it inside here just so I can see where I need to get to, or where I can go to back in there, and start getting that cut out to put a new piece in. The other thing I'm thinking of, so I can see right now, this comes up. So I'm going to tap that down, and I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to clamp it. I'm going to get me a bit and drill probably 3 holes back here, and then I will clamp that down where I can do some plug weld, and then I'll work on sealing up this right here. I'm going to try to shoot some weld through primer down in there, but I'll have to investigate this corner a little more. I don't think it's broke right there yet. It might be stuck under. Anyhow, I'm going to see what I need to do there, but I'm thinking 3 or 4 plug welds right there will be the ticket to begin with, and then close this up. So I'm gonna get going on this thing. Looks like I might need to do, I got a little rust in some pockets. I don't know if you can see them right there. I'll take my little roll lock disc and knock that down as well. I might have to put some spot welds on that. But so the other thing when I tried to decide to go with door number 1 or door number 2, I forgot to say, is the other advantage to this one is it's already been on the car. I've already, theoretically they should be the same, but you never know with these old cars. But this is the one I actually used. You can see my mark here. That's where I made on both sides my door cards to fit, as well as these clips that hold that together, or hold that door card in. So I think that's another advantage to going with this door. So I'm gonna get set up here and I'll put you guys on time lapse and go to cutting a hole in it so I can patch it. Alrighty, let's see me go to work on opening that up there. Let me show you what I got. So, got it right along this edge here. I'll get my, I gotta get my die grinder in there and clean it up a little bit more. I'll go ahead and square this up. I'll square this up a little bit down here, but I've got to get in here. So here's my spot weld, plug weld, whatever you want to call them, the original ones. So I need to go ahead and get this hacked off clear over to here. See how far I can go there. I'm going to try to stay where I don't have to put a whole lot of a bend in it, as long as I got good metal. But it's just a matter of going along here with the cutoff wheel and making sure I don't get down into this bracket and get that cut off. So it's going to be a combination here of things to get that done. And then I'll get it squared up here. I'm going to hit this with some weld through primer down in here. So I'm going to have to square this off, but I got to see how far back into here I can get. And give me a good piece. I think feels like I got good metal to right there. It's kind of a crease right there, but I think that's where they shrunk the metal to make that bend. And I got, I think I've got some 16, some 18, and some 19 gauge. I'm not sure what this is, not very thick. But I'm gonna work on getting this piece off right here. It's getting to where I gotta be, like I say, real careful there. I can bend it up a little bit as I go, so I can see down in there. But what I'm gonna do is keep working on that, get stuff squared up. I'll keep you on time lapse here, and then I'll bring you back and show you once I get it edges all squared up and get ready to put a piece in there. Alrighty, bringing you back for an update. Here's what we got. So they're all cut out. Got down in here and cleaned that out as good as I could. I don't have no rust giving me issues. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with some weld through primer over here. Yeah, I'm gonna take my wire brush on the drill and get it up under there and clean that up too a little bit. And then I gotta go out in my on my metal rack and grab a couple of pieces of sheet metal and see what size I'm gonna need. So stand by. Okay. Got my piece cut out, got some weld through primer on it. I get it set up here and see if we can't get it stuck in there. Okay, got a little bit of a gap in there. I have to mess with it a little bit, just to tack it and then get it in place, but gotta fit in there good. So I'll get you guys set up on time lapse here and start tacking it. Okay, so part of what I'm going to do here, I've got this, see if we can get you guys in here. I've got a crease right here. I already started working a little bit. So before I drill this and weld it, I'm going to got my screwdriver in there. Open that up a little bit, and I'm going to work on getting that crease pounded out a little bit. All right, well, that worked pretty good. Just goes to show you, think outside the box of conventional tools when you're doing body work. That crease was probably 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch deep, at least. And doing it that way, I mean, it's still got a little bit there. I can't get it perfect, but it's not going to need near as much fill. I could actually probably do it with glazing putty now. A lot less than it was. So, like I say, now I'm going to take and clamp. I'm going to drill me probably 3 holes along here, get that clamp down, and just drill some holes part way through so I can do some plug welds. When I do, I'll get that clamp together. So here we go. So what I'm doing here now, just get my screwdriver down in there. I may get a give me a pick and see if I can scratch around a little more. Basically, I'm just trying to get rid of some of that rust so I get a good weld there. I think the other thing I'm going to do, I'm probably going to spritz this with some weld-through primer, just to help give a little more protection in there. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that about 10 or 15 minutes to dry, and then we'll come back. All right, back with an update. Look who came out, Shop Dogs. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? You finally decided to come out and be in the shop with Dad? Okay, so got those drilled, welded, cleaned up pretty good. I'm not going to keep going too far. I don't want to thin my metal out here. I've already got to put some filler in there because I got a bit of a low spot here where that crease was. I'm going to go ahead and clean all this old Bondo out. Strip this entire door. You see it's got a few low spots here. Little bit of a crease there. So I'll see how it looks once I end up getting it all stripped off. I do know right now I'm going to have to come in and put a skim coat of either body filler or glazing. I'll see how deep these are and decide which one I want to do. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a skim coat of body filler. And like I say, once I get the rest of this door stripped down, we'll see what it looks like. You see it's still got the original primers and blue and yellow and primer and primer and primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it stripped clear down to bare metal with some 80 grit on the DA. Before I go doing that though, I'm gonna have to get in here, get this clamped, and get this edge all welded. I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch. That's probably gonna take between spotting and cooling and whatnot, I'm guessing that little section right there will take me an hour. And cleaning those up, those welds up, I was switching back and forth between 36 grit and a flapper disc roll lock. There we go. And so that's what I cleaned those up with. Probably have to use this to clean that Bondo out. I've already hit it with the DA, and some of it's a little deeper, so I'll probably be using a roll lock to get that all cleaned out. So I'm gonna get back on this. Like I say, I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me do all this little welding here. So I'll get some work done here and bring you guys back for an update. Hope you're all having a good day, and we'll catch you in a little bit.